Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University in Trinity, issue number 8. Now, this comic is going to take place before Action Comics issue number 977. That is where, you go back and look it up, I have it up, where Superman is reborn, where the New 52 Superman and the post-crisis Superman, which is actually the rebirth Superman, the now Superman, becomes the rebirth Superman. So, as it turns out, it looks like it's also going to be combining a lot more than just that, potentially at least. We're not sure because this story isn't finished yet. Now, we have a crisis where inside of a dream of sorts, Superman, ours, is fighting Superman New 52. And there, of course, the New 52 Superman is a whole hell of a lot more aggressive because that's just who he is. And that Kryptonian armor protects him an awful lot. It doesn't really come to play in this very much, but in my mind, it does. So Superman elicits the help of Batman and Wonder Woman, who don't know what's going on, and they start trying to figure out. And both of them actually add a lot to this, a whole lot. And I like the idea that Wonder Woman's introspection allows her to realize that she's falling into the same trap. It's actually really good because these three, even though they just bonded a couple issues ago, or they just started actually their bond, and it turned right into a mission involving Mongol and Poison Ivy, the idea is that they are developing that bond. They do know that there's something there, even though they're not sure exactly what it is anymore. Anyway, this comic delves into what's going on with Superman and the idea that it's happening to all of them, and it's going to keep on happening to everybody who's out there. Now, we know from Action Comics number 977 that everything is essentially going to be okay, but this is the story that delves much further into how that happens. Now, you saw last issue in issue 7 of Trinity that the bad guys were doing their thing. We don't see anything of that in this comic. At first, I was actually really bothered by that, but now I see where this particular storyline is going, and I could not be more pleased. That means let what happened in issue 7 happen. Let it continue out behind the scenes. Let us come back to it at some other point. But this is the more crucial story. And the idea that the evil Trinity, Ross and Cersei and Lex, are going to be doing their own evil thing, I am totally cool with all of a sudden that surprise hitting us in the face later on, blindside. This is a fantastic story. I like where they're going with this. I really hope that they go in deep depth. And I'm okay with it being out of continuity, so to speak, because the Action Comics and all the other comics, they have to continue with their storylines where they're going. This particular series, Trinity, this can delve more into it, and we can figure out some kind of rectification. Next issue is supposed to be the Trinity versus the Justice League. Could not be more happy at that title because it implies that they're going to get the idea that something's going on. Batman was talking about keeping the infinite loop really close-knit just between the three of them until they could figure out and at least be comfortable with what's going on before they present it to the rest of the Justice League. I'm going to give this comic an A-. Very, very exciting, this issue and what it's leading to, and there was just enough action in here. Superman fighting Superman, the potential threat of everybody fighting each other's cells. This is exactly how a comic book should be done in many regards. Guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.